It's another case for Walter and Bunny. That's right, the famous detective duo who solve case after case in post-nuclear Vegas are in for another mystery. Brought to you by A-Bomb Radio. Today's strange story, the case of the Phantom Scorpion. Inside one of the ritziest-looking homemade casinos, a group of acquaintances gather around a playing table for a casual game of poker. They seem to be a wealthy sort, including a beautiful-looking woman in a red silk dress. They each look suspiciously behind their cards until a rancher yells,
I fold.
"Better luck next time, Rex."
Cheaters shouldn't talk all high and mighty. Been this 10 years ago in Prim, I would have handled you out in the streets.
Why, you...
Gentlemen, sheesh. It's only a card game. Whatever happened to being civil? Oh, sorry, Marie. As long as you've known my husband, I forgot you've never seen him play cards. That caravan couldn't come any sooner.
Gee, Rex, you used to shoot people Old West style over poker? I think I got a newfound respect for you.
Let's just forget all about that and remember old Rex, the plump old rancher with nice stories to tell and a taste for cards. That reminds me, Marie, it's your turn.
Oh, terribly sorry. I'm still learning my way around this cardboard. Oh boy, this is embarrassing. Gloria, what do you think I should do? Gloria?
Think Gloria's more into this game than Rex here. She's, got a poker face on.
I guess so. She's never looked this focused on something before.
Well, I'll implore you to lay your cards down before she busts a screw loose, concentrating so hard, Marie.
You're right. Here. How's that?
Ain't bad for a starter, but, I'm curious of what she's packing there.
Me too. She's staring an absolute hole in you over there, Mike.
Well, stop leaving us in suspense, Gloria.
Huh? What's that, Gloria? Are you sure? Oh, but that's utter nonsense.
What in Sam Hill compelled that girl to chatter your ear and not mine? I'm out of the game, you know. That there's cheating.
Gloria agrees with you, Rex. Mike cheated.
What?
I knew it! Now I have a witness.
There's no way she could even see my hand. The girl's across from me.
You ain't fooling nobody. There's more ways to swindle a fella.
Gosh, she doesn't look too hot. Gloria, relax. It's only a card game.
Boys, don't rile yourselves up again.
I'm not doing anything. Just seems we have two paranoid old freaks in here.
Call me paranoid!
Gloria! Gloria, please don't.
Don't follow me.
I won't. I promise. Take anything you want. Just don't kill me.
I know both of you have uncovered some of the most gruesome perils the wasteland could throw at humanity. So I'll just cut right to the gritty. Me and some nurses managed to dig a small pair of pliers so deep in this man's chest, they almost grazed his back. Just 2 centimeters from the heart, too. He's lucky for now, but whatever his health was before taking lead isn't helping him currently.
Yeesh. What bit him?
He pulled out a measly .22 caliber round, Mr. Detective. Its unusual depth more likely comes from how close he was shot.
Golly. Shot point blank in the chest. Well, as you said, we've seen folks go out in ways that would make them wish they got this instead, with all efforts of not sounding so dim.
If this is the handiwork of the fiends, I'm afraid we'll have to hand this over to the NCR. Bunny and I have meddled in military matters before, and we've learned it can be a bit messy.
Come on. I've worked with you two long enough to know when it's appropriate to call you.
Then what's the catch?
Put quite simply, he's not from here. The Vic managed to tell me he's some Brahmin baron named Rex that lives on a ranch out west from here.
Wait! Oh, I thought this man looked a bit familiar.
Who is he, Walter?
Bunny? Doctor? If I'm not mistaken, this is the elderly and quite wealthy Rex Dorsey. Mr. New Vegas ran an interesting special about him one night a few months back.
Please, continue, Mr. Carie. Anything to accompany the record goes a long way.
I can't tell you much beyond what I caught. He was some sort of gunslinger in his day before taking the straight and narrow. Not a total bad guy, a Robin Hood type, just a bit on the rough side. Rumor has it that he used a big score from a gunrunner's heist to start his enterprise, but they couldn't determine if it was him or not. So his new life as a retiree went off without a hitch.
Thank you, Walter.
How did you say he made it all the way here?
He was lucky. One of Rex's caravans happened to swing in just before he bled out and escorted him to us. The guards actually aren't here for testimony. They have other bodies to bring back.
From the scene?
Gosh, Doctor, how bad was it?
Be disturbing, one of them told me. The rancher was one of 3 other victims in the living room of his own home. They weren't so lucky. Shot through the head each instead. They won't be back with them until a few hours. So I can ring you when they return.
Thank you, Doctor. That'd be much appreciated.
I say we kill 2 birds with 1 stone, Walter. While the caravan makes its way back to the clinic, we can head out to the ranch house to investigate. And then we come back here instead of waiting.
That's one heck of a plan if I've ever heard one, Bunny. Come on, before it gets dark.
Be careful, you two.
So this is where it happened, huh? A shame such a cozy place gets tainted by murder. This is the kind of place I would choose to live in.
No doubt about it. Walter, some of these cards still have blood on them.
I see. Well, it's a big homestead. We better start digging. As I aforementioned, the man's a bit rough around the edges from his time as a gunslinger. Who knows what trouble he's stirred up with other old barons.
Say, Walter, do you think there's a chance that Rex's old past has caught up with him? You know what they say. There's only one way out of the life.
I was giving that some thought, Bunny. But what holds me back are the deaths of the other 2 friends. You'd think Rex's old enemies would only want him. What gives for the others to get bumped off?
Oh, come now, Walter. Surely roughnecks of this caliber wouldn't mind gunning down whoever else is in the room with them, don't you think? I mean, if not, maybe it was just the heat of the moment.
Could be. But if the others were served lead to the noggin, why couldn't Rex have a confirmed kill, too? Rex would have to be target number 1.
Well, putting that aside, here's another thing that doesn't sit right. The gun itself. A weak little .22. That's no more than a purse gun. What big bad gangster risks good old-fashioned stopping power?
It was clean shooting besides that, but we're losing focus. Documents and records will be the main goal in this house. A man with memories like Rex ought to keep a journal, too.
Right. I'll take his room. You should...
Shh! Someone's here. Guns ready.
Returning to the scene of the crime?
Best to assume that, for our sakes.
Ready?
Ready. 1, 2, 3!
I was just...
Who are you?
I'm... Just put the guns down, please. And I'll tell you.
Put 'em down, Bunny. I don't think she's armed.
Apologies, miss, but I'm afraid you stumbled across an active crime scene.
I know. In fact, I was just coming back.
Coming back to...
To see if my friends were okay. But I don't think they are. Are you with someone official?
Walter and Bunny Investigations, at your service. We were actually just briefed on the crime scene. We're very sorry for your loss.
Wait, you were here when this happened?
Of course. Mr. Dorsey always gets to know his ranch hands and caravanners. He always liked to play cards with us to pass the time.
Well, then that means you're a missing link, and you can help us track down who did this to Rex and your friends. Did you see who did it?
Yes. In fact, I know who did it. She was my best friend. Knew her before I even had a clue about this ranch. But I'm afraid she's very troubled.
A she, eh?
Ma'am, can you please join us inside? If one thing's certain, an unstable person who can shoot like that is no friend to society.
I will. But are there... the bodies?
Another caravan picked him up a short while ago. It's okay, ma'am. We wouldn't even think about making you relive that horror.
Thank you, detectives. That's more than kind of you. I almost died in this room today. All my friends, they were right here.
I don't think we caught your name, miss.
Marie. Marie Gladwell.
When exactly did this happen, Marie?
Early this morning. Very early, perhaps just before dawn.
What is your relation to Mr. Dorsey?
I was a mixture of housemaid and ranch hand, when the need called for it. It was mostly light work. I'm not very strong.
I see. Apologies, since it's not very orthodox to conduct this sort of thing at the actual scene of the crime. But if you're comfortable, we'd like to explore what exactly happened in this room. What were you doing, and who were the other victims besides Mr. Dorsey?
Oh, we were waiting for the day's supplies to arrive from that caravan. But they were running a bit late on schedule. In the meantime, Mr. Dorsey, Michael, Joanne, Gloria, and myself sat down for a game of poker. Michael was an old business acquaintance in town for a bit, and Joanne is a veteran of the ranch. Sort of an advisor. Gloria and I were the new bloods at the table. But the game started with lots of laughs and good conversation. Joanne never liked Rex playing cards all that long. He gets too into it and starts throwing hissy fits.
Ah, I know his type.
So, besides that, everything seemed to be normal, right?
Right. Rex and Mike got into an argument, but it wasn't really all that serious. As Joanne calmed them down, Gloria suddenly accused Mike of cheating as well. That made Mr. Dorsey start gloating again. Mike stood his ground and called them both out.
I'm starting to forget any theory that this was a break-in.
Oh no. It was all Gloria.
What?
Yes. It happened so quick that I couldn't even tell who she shot in order. She just got up and took out that little pistol and...
It's okay. You don't have to say any more.
That's tragic. Miss Gladwell, if you can, what does Gloria look like?
Brown, curly hair. Likes to wear a pink ribbon in it when she wears that nice pink dress of hers.
Was that what she was wearing when this happened?
Yes. She's a very pretty girl compared to the rough-and-tumble ranchers and caravanners you're used to seeing. Hardly 8, so she's a skinny one. No nail polish, but always lipstick. Very quiet and reserved, even when she's mad.
So nothing was said, even during the shooting?
Besides what she whispered to me regarding Michael's cheating, she only uttered one thing to me before leaving. Don't follow me.
What's the status on Marie?
Dr. Usanagi phoned in a while ago. He confirmed Marie's under the care of Rex's caravan nearby. Told me she broke down at the sight of the rancher's current state in the hospital.
Poor girl. She's been through quite a lot in such a short time. Hopefully the fact that she survived kicks in to replace the grief. Marie didn't come off as your average wastelander, not the kind who had to deal with tragedies from day one.
Well, I hate to admit that that's a fact, but I suppose it helps trauma for folks out here. Guess my vault girl mentality needs to be checked at the door in the wasteland. But, Walter, what in the world could have gotten into that friend of hers? Do you think there may have been some history between Rex and this Gloria? I mean, why just lash out like that?
Beats me. Until or if Rex comes to, we'll be in the dark about that matter. If we can catch this girl alive, she can give us a dope on her trigger happiness.
Well, Marie sure didn't have any explanation. And she was her best friend.
Marie is just as surprised as we are, in all honesty. I don't know. Maybe Gloria was struggling with her own demons behind the back of even her best pal. Happens, I figure.
$26, black.
That's not fair. You cheated.
Ma'am, I assure you, at the Ultralux, we are guaranteed to treat each player with the same sense of fairness and an individually tailored experience. To even accuse us of shenanigans is an insult.
Consider yourself insulted, then. I know. I saw you spin that one at least 2 times faster than the last 6. What? Got something against a gal trying to make her way out here in the sands? Something tells me you boys know I'm after some scratch and want to take advantage of me.
Now, madam.
Pardon me. Is my dealer causing you any undue stress?
You bet he is. Your man has a thing for fast ones.
Sir, she claims that our casino is responsible for illegal practices.
Why, I never. Madam, this is the most prestigious gambling establishment in all the West. May I be so bold in saying the world. We did not earn our name through phony tactics and intimidation. We are as legitimate can be defined in today's world.
Well, ain't that the slickest way of lying to a gal? Think 'cause you use big words like a professor, you can get the right to justify your crooked way of swindling a perfectly good bet? Gloria always bets on red, and she's always been lucky.
Well, perhaps your luck just ran out.
No. Yours did.
Please, no!
Stay still, and I keep that head on your shoulders, boy.
What do you want?
We're gonna cash these babies in. The chips I should have cashed legally. Now come on! Here we are. Now, that should be a hot 500, of which I'll take in cash, not that Legion gold coin crap.
Wait, please, don't shoot, ma'am!
I won't, long as you give me what's rightfully mine. Now come on, boy, before the cavalry arrives.
But I can't! Just give it to her, William!
You're running out of time.
I'm trying!
That's more like it.
Okay, now let me go!
Think fast, monkey soup.
Ah! Find out what happens next time in part 2 of The Case of the Phantom Scorpion. Walter and Bunny is produced for A-Bomb Radio. You can listen to every detective case on the A-Bomb Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.